All right, welcome back to another session of Q and AI. This time, would you state your Twitch handle and what content you stream?
So I go by DjControversial,
Okay.
and we stream open format music, mainly Latin vibes. Like we're big into the whole Latin party.
Yeah, nice, nice. How long have you been streaming, and what motivated you to start?
So streaming wise, I'm gonna make 6 years. Believe it or not, April 3rd, we make 6 years streaming on Twitch.
Nice.
Prior to that, I kind of dibble and dabbled into like Instagram and Facebook, and we were all getting blocked.
Mm-hmm.
We made partner a little bit over a year after being on Twitch. And ever since then, man, we haven't looked back. It's been an amazing journey.
Nice. I started in 2022, so that's it's an interesting connection. A lot of the music folks we got started that time. What were some of the specific challenges you were facing when you started streaming back then?
As a seasoned DJ, I was more into the music, and I would miss a lot of the things in the chat. I was blessed with my team of moderators. They're educators and mental health professionals, so they were really, really good at like helping me. Dude, it's crazy. Now I look at it, and then one thing is people, there's a lot of skilled DJs, but I think some of them actually run away when the chat starts flying. Like some of them literally, I hate to say it, but some of them don't have the skill to read things when they go fast.
I got you. How did those challenges affect your ability to focus or enjoy streaming, or even your ability to focus on DJing?
Well, you want to make sure that everybody feels welcomed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And obviously one thing that you learn real quick is streaming, especially on platforms like Twitch and Kick, they're all about the engagement, right? It's not just the music. And it just, it would take me off, man. It would literally, one thing would go wrong, and all of a sudden I wanted to just stop streaming.
Yeah.
But there's joy in that, man. I say to this day, I still get nervous every time I stream. I still feel like that kid that's about to perform on his Christmas show. And the first thing I do is look out into everybody that's in the chat and see if my family's there. And once they're there, it's game on,
I got you. Nice. How did you discover Elisha?
So my boy, SB 1987, he's changed his name a couple times,
Okay.
but he's worked with you guys. Love that dude, real genuine dude,
Nice.
man. Amazing community. Really the type of person, I like to surround myself with people that make you want to do better. And I think, jointly we spread that energy to others, and it's helped us out a lot,
So you saw Elisha in his stream or something like that, or he just told you
Yeah.
about it?
No, I saw it.
Oh,
I
okay.
I saw it, did some homework, and kind of went in the background and reached out. And when I heard from you guys, man, I was truly honored, man.
Nice. That's kind of my story too. I saw this in somebody's stream. I was like, "What is this? What is this like?" And it was in a streamer that didn't really engage with chat that much normally, but with Elisha there, they began to engage a lot more. And I was like, "Whoa, this person is participating more in the stream instead of just playing music." And that caught my eye.
It's been game changing. Like
Yeah.
truthfully, it's I'm amazed myself sometimes during streams at the things that she catches, and the support that you guys give us behind it has made us. I'm able to tweak it because I have had other people that now as DJs have put AI Alicia into their streams. And she'll go a little bit toxic more than they're comfortable. And so I'm like, listen, this is like having a pet, right? Those of us, you kind of train them and it'll pick up with time. But it's an amazing, I tell people, this is not ChatGPT. If you want to think it that way, it's ChatGPT on steroids. Where like, just so much more smarter. I've showcased it to people that are in IT security. And everybody that's in the field says, this is the way of the future.
Yeah.
You either embrace it or you become a dinosaur.
I got you. What was the initial reaction from your community when you first introduced Elisha to the streams?
I picked the wrong voice. They thought it was creepy.
What voice? What happened? What happened? You got to give me some more than that. That's not enough.
I don't even know who I clicked on. And it was bad. Like people literally, my mods were getting private messages like, hey, please let them know, like, it's weird, the voice. I got creeped out. Like, big streamers, too, man, that they were in there. They were like, he's already engaging enough. Why this? And once we changed the voice, it's funny because the one she has, I don't even know who we picked, but she literally sounds like if she was related to Dora. Because one of the cool things that I haven't seen other people that use it, mine is bilingual. And we tweaked it to where, like, 15% of her answers are in Spanish.
Okay.
Because most of my streams, even though I'm playing Spanish music, my community is mainly they mainly speak English, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to be consistent with that, and it's so dope.
Nice.
Like, we've had people that they were like, "Is she Dora's older sister?" Dora the Explorer.
Yeah,
so it's people have really they've learned to embrace her.
Nice. Give me at least one. You can give me a few of fun moments that you can remember happening in your stream with Alicia. So it could be anybody in chat in regards to Alicia. It could be another story, like when she scared everybody with her voice. Give me at least one fun memory that you can think of.
No, I mean, listen, she is on point where she reads the titles of, like, when we're on raid trains. For those that are DJs, a lot of times we're doing raid trains. And she will literally mention things of the genre. So first of all, her name in our channel, her name is Salsita Rosita, right? So we're big on salsa, right? And she will pick up on things. Sometimes I'm doing, like, on Tuesdays, we do after work vibes. And it's really my open format where I'll play some R&B and like hip hop, very top 40 type of style. And then the second hour breaks into, more reggaeton and things like that. And she will pick up on those things. And I mean, it's like, I'm telling you, I am so shocked. There's a running joke in my stream that I tell the ladies to always be careful when you go out dancing. Be careful of the guy with the man bun and white pointy shoes, because that's Mr. Steal Your Lady. That guy lives at home with his mama, but he got money to go out to the club every weekend. So I tell the ladies, don't make eye contact unless you want a 9-month surprise, right? She made comments of like, hey, like, go look for your white pointy shoes to me. And I'm like, where does she, like, how does she put 2 and 2 together like that? Sometimes it's real weird because I tell you, me as a streamer, sometimes it almost feels like you guys take over the AI voice and interact in their place. Like, that's how good it is.
Her memory is crazy. My mom is in my streams, and she remembers stuff that my mom will have said, 3 years ago, stuff like that.
Carl, we have another thing in common. One of my moderators is my mother. She's a retired nurse's assistant, and she is the type that she will give you, literally, you can't be a nurse. Anything having to do with nurse unless you're willing to sacrifice whatever you have to for others. She brings that into the community, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
She'll greet her a certain way where it's not the same greeting as everybody else.
How did you come up with the character of Salsita Rosita at the time?
Honestly, I was just like, what can we give her that people will kind of be like, yeah, that's... So our number one show by far every week, it's Salsa Sundays, right? And we have a dedicated community. We've grown... I think a big part of me becoming a partner really came out of, the consistency with our Salsa Sundays. So Salsita Rosita just made total sense. Nice.
Do you use Alicia differently for specific events? Like, some people change characters and things. Like, I personally, I have 10 different characters because I play different games. So, like, for instance, I play Baldur's Gate, and I have a character of Alicia that turns into a bard that speaks only ye old English, because that game is set in D&D. And I play a bard character. Then I have one for Cyberpunk 2077. So it's like a person who's from the year 2077 and in that world. And there's one for Borderlands 4 that's in that world. And then I have a couple different ones for, like, charity events, because I want her to push the charity more, or then just my standard one for my music streams. You don't have to have all that. I'm just giving an example of what I'm asking you.
It's insane that I know the capability is there.
Yeah.
My room is filled with so many characters. So my biggest concern was, I'll tell you this, I have amazing mods, right? And we have some mods, how can I explain it? We have professionals, and then we have everybody has their own role to play, if I may say.
Yeah.
And I didn't want any of them to feel excluded. When she started picking up on commands on her own, I was like, oh. And I had to stop it because it was something that my mods really enjoy doing, you know? So our channel, we're working with another company, which I won't mention, but you guys have seen it with all these redemptions, things like that, right? And let me tell you, man, it's something that it is a part of our show. The biggest thing is our audience now has become a part of our show. See that disco ball up there? There is an option for people to trigger it and choose a particular color that's going to shine on that disco ball, and the whole room changes into that color.
That must be amazing. Nice.
And that's the thing with her. We have her limited, where the only thing she is able to put as a command is flyer to show our current flyer or our schedule for the week.
Gotcha.
But it's, I mean, listen, to me, honestly, it's a no-brainer for anybody that wants to increase the chat, you know, activity.
Yeah. What are your goals for your channel for this year in 2026? Any specific goals you may have? They don't have to be grandiose, but something you would like to happen.
With you guys is...
It doesn't have to be with us. Just literally
no.
you. Now,
I'm
going to
tell you, with partnerships, there's something to be said about people like-minded, you know, companies. Because at this point, it's an entire... You guys have a whole crew, right, of very talented people that are helping us to push the envelope. The creativity factor in our room, I mean, there's plenty other people that could, you know, you could change a color. Yeah. But not to the way. Look, we added a dollar, you know, one of those dollar guns.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The ones that they use at the club.
Yeah.
You know, at the strip.
Yeah, fires the money. Yeah.
You got to hold the trigger, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the audience could actually trigger it? So we figured out a way where whoever does something crazy, we give them a command, they put it in the chat. I'm not even there. It triggers it.
Nice.
So that's next level stuff. Yeah. Me personally, that I haven't seen that have only come about because of you guys and you know, and the other company that we've been working with, and it's insane, and I can't wait. Like, I embrace technology. Let me tell you something. Years ago, when I was carrying vinyl, you know, eventually I went to CDs because it was more convenient to carry that, right? But the vinyl DJs, the purists, they were
looking at you crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I could tell that's what you use on my little mixtapes, right? They were like, oh, you're not using vinyl, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, I don't miss it. The crackling and, you know, when things got really dirty and they stopped playing, that's not cute. I embrace technology. A good friend of mine was actually on the beta team for one of the biggest softwares that we use for DJing, and he was like, yo, this is coming. And then eventually I saw the video version of it, and he was like, yo, this is coming. There was no YouTube. So some of my first video collection, my video collection is from 2001. I started. I got stuff from everywhere. But I have a 24 terabyte custom hard drive that looks like a VCR everywhere I go because I do video. You understand? My library has to be big. What I'm trying to tell you is technology is something that, for me, I'm always interested in learning, because I don't want to be the guy that wants to be the purist and all of a sudden I can't give people what they really want to hear,
what they
what's
want.
Going to be fun to me, right? What's gonna keep me creative. That's what I care about.
I got you. Would you recommend Alicia to other streamers, and why? I know you touched on it a little bit, but that wasn't an official question.
And I think our biggest challenge, and even like Twitch, they have this whole drop-in feature that works great for gamers.
Yeah.
But there's an actual delay that messes us up
as artists, man. It breaks my heart because there's I'm a music streamer too, and I really wish that we could do that and do it cleanly. Like the most I ever see musicians do is we can take turns. Like we can both be live together, but one trying to perform, you know, after each other, but not together, and that really sucks. Sorry to interrupt, but I feel your pain on this.
That is the part right there. Yeah. That's the one that nobody's figured out, because, listen, latency is going to happen no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless we were all on fiber and we were literally a block away from each other.
Exactly.
That's going to be, even on your cell phone versus a landline, there's a huge latency problem. So things like that, that's the challenge for us DJs. One thing I've learned, though, and I started telling some of my guys, many of us are always upgrading, right? And if you're a professional at this, that's listen, man, get an accountant. You should be able to write that off if you're making money, right?
Exactly, yeah.
For me, what I found that is the cleanest so far, because I'm on Mac and I should have been turned to PC. Some of my guys want to build me one, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to go back to Windows. So I'm a big Mac guy, and one thing that I did was I purchased a Mac Mini just for streaming. And then I have another MacBook that is solely running the software for the lighting and AI Alicia. And it's been the best thing because I literally route. So the microphone she hears, I don't mix music, so she's not going to get confused, because that's the other part with musicians. Musicians and DJs, that's going to get, and the latest update is really good because I saw that it has what we call a gate, which basically you could control what goes in there, what she could hear. Right? Because we want her to reply to us. But, I mean, another way around it is literally by you turning off your mic and having her just interact through chat, and you could type to her. But as a DJ, I need to talk to her, and I need her to listen.
The other thing, too, is what I'm doing. I have an audio interface here. So I have just one channel. This mic is on a completely different, separate channel. So my instruments and stuff are on different stuff. So she's only ever hearing this mic. So, I mean, she'll hear, like, there's no way for me to split from what she's hearing me talk to chat and stuff. But in other words, she's not hearing me when I'm playing the guitar or nothing like that. She's just hearing this.
And that's why I switched to just the Mac. So that mic will pick me up because, again, I have nothing else. But that's another way. Like you said, if you're gonna have music playing behind you, you make sure that, you know, if you know how to gain stage, you'll be good. If you are a sucky, and that's the other part.
Yeah, you got to have the knowledge. You have to have the know-how.
There's so many musicians that have no clue, and then they're like, well, she doesn't listen to me. Yeah, dude, your drums are bleeding into the mic.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on the instrument, it absolutely will be a nightmare. You're going to have some type of, or you have like an on-off switch for a dedicated mic, something like that. These are the type of creative solutions you have to come up with, you know, to do it. But I guess the people who are invested will find a way, though. You know, that's the way it is.
And
but there's definitely work that has to be done to make it.
Yeah, once you do, it's like, I've never flown a plane, but it's what I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to know how to fly the plane, and then you could enjoy when it's flying itself.
Exactly.
You get it?
I got you. I like that. I like that analogy a lot. Yeah, they're not every single millisecond at the controls and at the helm. They are there at the ready, but they're not tinkering every moment. You get to cruise control, you get to cruise altitude, and you cruise.
The best thing now, with all the updates and everything, I've noticed that automatically when I turn things on, I hit the go live and I send the signal to her. She's greeting me when I'm rolling my pre-show, video that I do that we're gonna go live.
Yeah, I just did a small stream yesterday, and I did everything, but I forgot to cut the listen on. And sometimes I forget to do that, and so she couldn't hear me the whole stream. I was like, why is she not responding to me? She responded to chat and crazy stuff going on there, and she was good. And then I noticed and I caught it, and I let her know, hey, next time, if you go 5 minutes and you can't hear me in stream, let me know. And she said, okay, I got you. Next time, if you're muted, I will let you know after 5 minutes. Boom.
That's
stuff like that. Like this is where we are. I've been using iLeisha, I think, since fresh out the beta, but like maybe 2 to 3 months after it became open to the public, I was a user. So I've seen so many changes over these years, and it's crazy that we're at this point and there's still room to grow. Like the fact that iLeisha can see the stream now is crazy. Like she can see my outfit and know what I'm wearing and all that.
So that's the one thing, man. We get all sorts of people on the stream, and we have people that are on the spectrum, right? And it's, I see the way she handles that and some of those requests and things like that, and I'm just like, there's a lot of thought that went into this, like just so good, man. And I think no one speaks on that. Like I find that she, again, it could go the other way if you let them. It's like a pet, right? You don't train them right,
other streamers that I've been doing interviews with intentionally have a harsher or more troll-like iLeisha.
Correct.
That's what they want, though, and that's the type of community they foster. So that's the other beauty, though, is it's how you shape it and what you need for your community.
You know what? Yeah. I'm bringing you that child that I never let a stranger babysit my kids, but that's how I feel. I'm like, I'm going to bring her to the community, and everybody's going to love when I pick this child up, they're going to be like, oh, he or she was great, you know? And that's how we're training her, man. That's That's what my stream is about. So
Yeah.
I guess it's all for that. Yeah.
If you had to describe Alicia in one sentence, what would you say? You can take a moment.
No, straight up. Really what comes to mind is game changer. I don't see myself without her.
Okay.
You guys could cut me off tomorrow and I'll be like, let me in. No
Like
way
the Eric Andre skit. Nice. We're almost near the end of this. What's one piece of advice you'd give to small streamers trying to grow?
Find you. Don't be everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds super corny, but build on the wins. Your community is going to tell you. I always say, don't do it for business. The camera never lies. I always tell people that. And sometimes my mods get mad at me because they're like, hey, that's something that you should just let people be on their own because they're going to think you're always preaching. But I can't help myself, right? I really feel like once you find, because listen, you could be the most raunchiest. There's a community for that. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it almost feels like when you want to please everybody, that's when you hamper your growth.
Yeah. Nice. Are there any last things you want to talk about? It could be about DJing. It could be about, Twitch. It could be about streaming. It's whatever you want. This is your time. The floor is open. Anything you want to talk about?
Listen, I'm just amazed you guys are so efficient with everything. I've literally, I think that, so I'll give you an example. I had an issue where one of the Macs was on the software, not the latest, not the Tahoe, I think is the latest, whatever came right before, and I refused to upgrade because that's my DJing computer.
Yeah.
And I was having issues where the mic was not getting picked up automatically.
Yeah.
Bro, they send an update right away. Like the next week. I'm just like, like the guys are so on point, man. I can't say enough about you guys. And I feel bad when I miss something that's going on where I'm like, man, I should have been a part of that because literally you guys have opened the door to something that I think that, with time, more and more people will embrace it. I know that there's other things out there, nothing like this.
Yeah.
Like there's things that are specific to one game. That's cute. This is not it.
No.
I've seen it. I've experienced it firsthand. And what we have going on here,
nothing like it.
I'm telling you, there really isn't. And there's different options. I think that's the other part that people don't talk about, right? If you want all the bells and whistles, listen, I like nice German vehicles. I work really hard for that, right? But guess what? If I'm going into the hood, I'm taking my little hood car because I want to make sure, that I'll be safe, right?
Yeah.
So if your budget is a certain, tight budget, there's options. There's options. You could use the generic voices. You save a lot of money.
Yeah.
The interaction is still there. You're not hampered.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are different options. And it's the little things that a lot of us, people want to start with the big... Listen, warm up to it. You can always upgrade.
Yeah. I always give credit that our foundation is really strong. It's not like we have 3 tiers and the first tier is worthless, and you baited into it. No, you still get a quality experience even with the lowest tier, with the most affordable tier, because that community still matters, and that's how it is. Everybody ain't flush with cash like that, but also you may not know that if it's right for you yet, or how you want to implement it and integrate it into your systems, and you don't need to spend an arm and a leg to figure that out. Really, you should upgrade once you know how things feel and work for you, and now you're able to add in more and more features. But there are too many companies, you're right about that have different tiers of stuff, and the first tier might as well be a free subscription plan. It's got nothing in it. And
it's always the marketing person that says, hey, I have a great idea. Let's bait them with this, and then we'll get them all the way up here. That's the one thing, right? So this was a project, from what I understand, of 2 guys. One that was a gamer, the other one that was a mod that after COVID went back to work and was like, I can't be in your streams all the time, but I think I got something. Okay. And, from what I understand, this is kind of like the birth of this whole AI Alicia. And the guys are still involved, and the guys, you could tell how passionate they are about it, man. But I'm telling you, if I get to meet them one day, it's, we're going to need a designated adult supervisor. It's going to be a problem.
That's a funny thing to end this on. I'm not saying nothing more. We ended it right there. That's going to be the last thing they see when they edit this.
There you go. I love it.
All right. One more time. Thank you so much for being here, DJ Controversial. Once again, this has been Q&AI with Carl. I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you, Carl.
Peace.